to my budgeting channel. My name is Sophie Raim. This will be my budgeting journey. So a little background about me. I am 25 years old. I currently living with my significant other, and I am in about $40,000 to $50,000 in debt. And I want to start my life and have a healthier relationship with finances. So I'm just admitting all of that now so I can hold myself accountable and hopefully build a community that will also hold me accountable to my finances. So I just filmed my video on how I set up my binders. I had already set it up, this gold one, and I just set this one up in camera. And I'm actually gonna be filming a breakdown of my budget. So like, I know that when I started out budgeting just this past few weeks, I was kind of overwhelmed because I was trying to figure out what were my expenses, where my money went, how much I was spending and whatnot. And well, let me just pull out my statement just to show you. So this is my January statement, and this is what I spent that specific month. It's December to January, so I spent literally $1,000 on random stuff. I'm assuming some of it was towards gifts that I bought last minute, but that's a lot. So that's how much I spent in December to January. And then this is how much I spent from January to February. I went over $1,000. So yeah, my spending is crazy. So I'm trying to hold myself accountable. So when I first started, what I did was I listed out all my expenses on a sheet of paper like this, which I did right now, and this is my final budget for the month of March. So the first thing that I listed were everything that is gonna stay consistent for the month. So that's my rent, my phone, Fast Track. If y'all don't know, here in California we have this system where if you're driving on a bridge to pay toll, you use Fast Track, or if you're driving carpool lane or to get past traffic, you can pay a fee for that, and that's also called Fast Track, or Fast Track. You pay through Fast Track, sorry. I usually pay $160 a month, but $120 a month. However, I still owed for the month prior, so I put $180 instead. My insurance is about $200. It's a little under, but I overestimate. And then my car, technically it's $280, but I paid $300 so I could pay it faster. And then my first debt is Bank of America. I pay $50 in a month, so every other week $25 gets taken out. But I added the second one into my overall debt, so it's $290 without the Bank of America, but then with the Bank of America in total it's $315. And then these are my varied expenses. So these are expenses that changes if I choose so. And these are my subscription services, and I can always cancel them if I want to. It's just I'm choosing not to because I'll explain as I go down the list. But gas, I put $200 as the max because I estimated each week I spend about $40 on gas. So if it's a 5-week month, then I need to spend $200. So I'm just allocating myself $200. So it's there, and at least I'll have extra money at the end of each month if it's a 4-week month. So that's why it's $200. I have a stash, so that's an investing application. I have a retirement fund as well as a personal fund, so that's why it's $8. If you just have a personal fund, it should be, I believe, $5. a month. Apple Music, I still have like a student discount, so it's $5 for me. iCloud, I'm using that to edit with because I'm filming on my phone, so I need really high storage or a high storage count, so I'm paying the max, which is $10 for 2 terabytes each month. And then my HP Instant Ink is so I can print out like my statements and stuff like that. It's $5 a month. That's the plan I have, so it sends you ink when your printer's low on ink. Acorn, it's another investing app. It was initially $3. It just took it out of my account right now, yesterday actually, and I lowered it to $1. So after this month, it'll be $1 only. And it's another investing app, like I said. And HBO Max is like, I need this. I can't live without like HBO Max because I watch The Big Bang Theory and Friends on there, so that's the only like series I go back to all the time. So it's the only like subscription like streaming service that I allow myself to have personally. So in total that's like $246, and then these are all my sinking funds. So again, I need to do I need to get new brakes, so I'm trying to budget like in total I want to save $500, but I'm estimating that maybe taxes or like when you pay for the manual, like what's that called, their service, like for them to perform the service, just in case, like, or a tip, I'm putting $600. So like it's March to December. December's my deadline for it. That's 10 months, so $600 for $60 for 10 months. That's $600. Gifts, so I allocated $350 in total. That's my goal for gifts. The last person that I'm buying a gift for their birthday is in November, so I'm trying to save up $350 before November. So that's why it's at 44. But with the holiday being in December, I'm giving myself $35 and a $350 budget for my holiday spending. And then car tags, same thing with this, where it's $350 that I want to save up to. So 10 months, that's $35. Oil changes, it's $240 what I need to save overall. So $24. And my emergency, moving, and snowball, I just allocated $17 each because I'm gonna be putting some money from my tax refund in there. Moving, I'm gonna be earning a little more later on, so I'm gonna be putting money towards my new paycheck towards this. And snowball, again, once I get a higher paycheck, I'll be adding a lot more into that. But it's just 17 to start out. And then all of these are things that like I want for myself, so they're not as important, but they are important, so that's why it's like it's here. So I'm putting $10 each, so that way at least I have something in there and I can see it build up over time. With that being said, let's go over the cash breakdown for each month or each week because I get paid weekly. Okay, so this is the first week. Again, I said I had $7 in my sinking funds envelope in my last video, or in the video I'm gonna post after this. This will be my first video technically on this channel. But so I had $7 rollover, and that's gonna be allocated towards my sinking funds. So I put the number 7 here, and I'm gonna take $2 and a $5 bill out to make $7 instead of doing like 7 $1 bills. And then so the next thing is my second paycheck, which I just got paid for. I'm gonna be allocating towards gifts, holiday spending, car tags, my oil changes, my moving expenses, my snowball, and then my wish list. And I just did this to try to come up with $182 in total. The thing with this though is I try to make it so that it's at $175 because that's what's gonna be left from my rollover for my sinking funds. So instead of like, for instance, I think I took it out of this one. No, I didn't. Oh, yeah. So, like right here, for my snowball, I took $7 out of the snowball because it's already been pulled out from my first rollover check. Oh, yeah. So, instead of it being $17, it's more like $10. So, I just needed to take $10 off of there. But besides that, same concept where it's like $44, you break it down into whatever bills you want for that envelope. So, I wanted 2 20s, so that's $40, and 4 $1 bills, that's $44. Same concept. And then if I flip over, I have my fees that I need to pull out for my subscriptions and my gas. So this is rollover that I had from the month of February because I didn't budget that month. So I'm pulling out $32 for my rollover. And then on gas, I actually decided to do only $20 because I decided to use my significant other's Costco card because it's cheaper to get gas at Costco. So I only pulled out $20 and left $40 for me to use with my card at Costco because you can only pay in card in Costco. And then, so this is just $20 instead. So I just pulled a $20 bill. But yeah, that's how you break it down, and then you add up these amounts and you would put it on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I don't have it. Let me find the slip for you again. So I made these cute little teller slips myself because I wanted to save as much space and ink on one paper, so that's why they're so tiny. But like look, there's $2 right here in $1 bills, so they're like two quantities of $1, 2 quantities of $5, 3 quantities of $10, and then 1 quantity of $20, and then a $50 bill. So then 2 times $1, that's $2. 2 times $5, that's $10. 3 times $10, that is $30. And then 1 times 20, $20. And so on and so forth. And then you add that up and you have your total down here. And you tell the teller that like I want to take this specific amount out. And I want them in these bills right here. And then they'll look at it and then they'll count the money in front of you, and like you'll get your cash envelope that way. I always ask for like an envelope. Let me find it. It was underneath something. I always ask for an envelope. Excuse how crinkly it is because my purse is too tiny for this. I need to get a new purse, which is another thing I need to allocate money towards. But yeah. That is how I do my cash breakdowns. And then this is like all the, this is how I do my weekly paycheck allocation. So where I put my bills towards, or where I put my money towards the bills. So for the first week, I put $500 towards rent. I just had to transfer it over via like electronic transfer. Gas, I took out $40, and then a stash, I kept that in a bank, and that's how I got the $7 rollover. And then my phone and Fast Track, I just transferred over via electronic transfer, and then also Bank of America too. I transferred electronically. And then iCloud and music, I'm taking it out because I don't have to pay it until I believe next week. So I'm gonna put that in later, but I'm just doing it so I can get into the habit of like taking out money. And then again, I only took out like $20, so $40 went into like actually pumping my gas. So, and then here, this is what I'm estimating for next week, but then I did overtime for an hour, so I'm getting paid a little more, so it'll be there will be a little rollover that I'll put in my rollover envelope. that isn't going towards my sinking funds envelope. And then, so this is my last paycheck for the month. It's gonna go mainly towards my debt, the HBO, and then actually Acorn is gonna be $1 here because they took out Acorn over here for $3. I'm just doing this so that way I know that they're gonna take it out at the end of the month, which they did with this one. They took it out at the end of the month, but then like it rolled over from my first paycheck, because my first paycheck was the end of the month paycheck, or like at the end of last month in February. But yeah, gas is at $50. But yeah, that's how I did my breakdown. If I made anything confusing, go ahead and like drop it down in the comment section and just like ask me. But I'm trying to be as transparent as I can. Or like showing you my bank statement and how embarrassing that is, and then like going into the breakdown of like what I went through. Like it looks all clean and nice now, but literally I spent like 3 days for at work just trying to do this, because at work I have a lot of downtime, so I was able to like do this at work. But yeah, that's my breakdown. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment them down comment them down below. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you, and see you soon.